Yes, hello?
Yes.
Hey, this Yasmin?
Yes, this is me.
Hey, I'm an investor. I'm actually looking at one of your listings right now, 1434 Cambridge Street. Is there anything you could tell me about it?
I have some video of it for you.
Oh, that would be perfect.
I know I do. I gotta find it because I was supposed to upload it, but they were talking and stuff, so I just didn't.
Yeah.
But let me find it and I'll send it to you. Can you text me? Can you text me? I'll send it to you this afternoon because I'm on my way.
Why are they selling the property?
Because he's looking to liquidate some of his properties.
Oh, he's an investor?
Yeah, but this is one of his personal homes that he had. Yeah. Yes, he is an investor. Yes, he has several properties.
Okay, so I was looking at it as a fix and flip, so I wasn't sure what was going on, if there's anything wrong with it.
There's nothing major wrong with it. They rent it out as rooms right now.
Okay, so there's tenants in it right now?
Yeah, but he can get them out.
Okay, they're on a month-to-month lease or something?
Yeah, they're on a month-to-month. And they like personal friends of this or something. So
Oh,
it's not a problem.
okay. That's good. Are there any liens or anything? I have to worry about closing? Nothing?
No liens. I know he has a mortgage. I'm just not sure how much yet.
Okay, yeah. Is it possible you could put that when I send you I guess I'll text you. You say you're going to send me the video, right?
Yeah, I'll send you the vids. I got to upload them to YouTube so I can send them as a link so they're not long. And then I'll send them to you. But I definitely have videos of that property.
Okay. Are there a lot of offers on it right now? I know it's been on the market for about a month or so.
I've had a couple, but they were really low. He wasn't budgeting at all.
Oh, really? Where were they coming in at?
They came in with a 2 in front, and it's not. He's like absolutely not.
Really? See, that's what I was thinking about too for the deal, as a flip.
Yeah, no, he's not going to budget that. Because he's an investor and he can do the work. That's how he's just like, just let it go on the market, see if I get an offer or whatever. So he's not so pressed to sell it where so he's not, he's going to sell it for low. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. Like they said too, they put a 2 in front of it. Those are probably other investors, and it's kind of hard to buy from an investor if he can flip it or fix it himself, because they don't really have the motivation to sell it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's kind of a tough sell or a tough buy for me.
Yeah. So I don't know. What were you thinking?
I was thinking like 215.
Nah, I know he's definitely not gonna take that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, do you have anything else that's similar to that, where somebody that's kind of closer to, that needs more work?
Not in that area. I got something that's coming up for like 69K. It's not similar at all. It's under 69K. It's a quick buy. She's motivated seller. The comps are about 143 around here. But yeah, no, I don't have anything like that. But it's in North Philly. It's like 22nd and Leon area.
Oh, that's fine. Could you send it to me? I can take a look at it and see if it works with my numbers.
Yep, I'll send it. I didn't even put it in the system yet.
Okay, I mean, that's even better. Hopefully nobody else comes up and tries to grab it.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't put it in the system yet. Hold on one second. And I don't have the pictures of the inside yet either. I'm going to send you the outside.
Okay.
Alright. That's the outside pic of it. It's a 3-bedroom. The house is pretty big. But it has to go on the system today.
Okay.
Yeah,
what's the address on that one? Okay, I was actually looking over there recently.
It's cash deal only. Cash or conventional financing only. But she really want cash.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at that one too and see if it fits. You said that the ARV or in that area is about 150, 140.
Yeah, 140 to 150. Yep.
Doesn't need a lot of work.
In cosmetic work. You might have to do some floor work in the back. How about the windows? Do some new windows. Because I'm trying to think of what upstairs look like. But it definitely needs work. But most of it's cosmetic. It's nothing major.
Okay. And the ones that you saw that are selling for a bit higher, are they like full renovations, or those are also just
they full renovations. I'm not saying it was a complete gut.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I know what it looked like when it sold at the 150. Like, new kitchen, new everything. So you gotta renovate it.
Okay.
This one, you go like probably repaint some of the rooms. was taking a while for me to get pictures.
Okay. I have a question. Would you mind kind of like representing me on some of these, the ones that you bring to me? Like,
No, yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not actually representing right now with an agent.
Yeah, not at all. Are you a wholesaler or are you a cash buyer?
It depends on what's actually happening. So I might wholesale, yeah.
Alright, yeah. So just let me know.
Okay.
Just let me know. We could go from here.
So I just got your text.
Okay, I'm gonna send you my business card. I think you found me on Zillow, I think, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see my business card. Alright, I just sent you the business card, so you got all my info.
Okay, got it. So I'm gonna take a look at the other one.
Alright, I'll see if I can get you in that Somerset one, see when she wanna start doing showings and stuff.
Okay, that works.
Alright, cool beans. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you.
Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there.
Appreciate it.
Alright, you're welcome.
Oh, I'm done fast.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Danielle is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Hello?
Yes, hello? This is Jackie?
Yes, speaking.
Hey, I'm an investor. I'm looking at one of your listings here, 77.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering what you could tell me about that. I know it says it needs a full renovation.
Yes, it does. It's a gut job. It needs a full renovation.
Okay.
So it needs drywall. The furnace they put is a new furnace, but everything else needs to be replaced. Floors, ceilings, walls, the whole thing. It needs a new kitchen, bathroom.
Okay. Why are they selling it? What happened to it?
Why?
Yeah, like what? How did it?
It was a rental of the family.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not in a hurry at all. It was an investment property for them. It belonged to, I think, one of the mothers of the owners at one time.
Okay. Is there any liens on it?
Not that I know of. I can't say definitely because, of course, we haven't pulled title as yet.
Okay.
But obviously, that's not something that you'd be responsible for.
Well, it depends on what kind of title it would be. 'Cause I might have to pay certain of the. Well, it depends on what's going on with the property. That's what I was asking.
What do you mean? You would be provided with clear title, just like any other property that you would buy through me, anyway.
Okay, right.
You get a clear title.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of title were you looking for?
Well, I would prefer a clear title, but I know some people do try and sell it without a clear title, so I have to take that into account if that's what they want to do or not. And they expect me to take over what other expenses might be attached to the property.
That would be, and I don't think we're going to have that issue. No, they pretty much did think he was an electrician, and I don't think that's going to be the issue. I know they owe money on their gas bill, but yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was looking at the stuff in the area. I'm seeing they probably go for about $250. Does that seem similar to what you've seen?
Well, this one is a bigger one than the ones that would go for $250 because it's got that. It's got the garage there and it's a corner, and it's over 1,500 square feet.
Yeah.
So it's a little bigger than some of the other ones. So you probably could squeeze some more out of it.
So what do you think, like 270-ish or so? Something like that?
If done, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'd have to put AC in.
Okay, so...
If you're going to do a remodel, that's what it would be done properly.
Have you ever worked with investors before? Because I was curious.
Yeah, sure.
I was curious as far as what you might think renovation would cost for in that area. Because I'm actually not from this particular area, so I would have somebody from my team come and look at it. So So I'm thinking right now that it's, you said he's a full renovation. I'm thinking a little bit over 75,000 work, just from looking at, just from what you told me.
Yeah. I think you could probably say, it wouldn't be quite as high as that, but it's all, you don't have to move walls or anything because it's completely opened up on the first floor, which is a good thing, the design. Because you walk in and it's the living room and then the dining room is opened up. And it's a huge kitchen. So it's all opened up on that first floor, which is a good thing because young people like that design. So you're not going to have to do anything with the design at all. And then you've got the 3 bedrooms and you've got that powder room, which is nasty, but you could make that look a bit better. But, and then, you do have the basement there. It's quite a big basement. Well, you don't have to finish it off though. But, I think you could do a little bit better than 75. Yeah.
Okay, see, I was just trying to put in my numbers and see what would work. Can I get your email so I can submit the offer to you?
Yeah, are you an agent?
No, I'm not. So would you be able to represent me as my agent for this?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it would be like a transactional agent.
Why? Are you licensed?
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. So that's why you would be the agent on my end. So all you would be doing for me is just submitting the offer.
Yeah. Well, if I'm representing you, I'm representing you.
Right.
I mean, it's not a transactional agent because I'd be earning a commission.
Right, but as far as your
transactional.
Right, but I'm talking about as far as your fiduciary responsibility to the seller, that wouldn't be compromised because all I would have you do is just get the commission from my side to represent me as far as submitting the offer on my behalf.
Yeah, well that's a dual agency then, in
right.
other words.
Right.
Right. Well, here's my email address at AOL.com.
At AOL.com. Okay, and I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie.
Okay, Jackie, thank you. Do you have anything else that you might be listing soon that's coming out I can take a look at? That would fit an investor.
Well, no, I have a couple of lots, but they are zoned single family.
Okay. Oh, if you have anything, could you send it my way? I can take a look at it and we can try and, get something
well,
done.
you're going to send me your email address.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Donivan.
Who is it?
Donovan.
Donivan?
Yes.
Okay. Okay then. All right. Well, there we go.
Okay, I appreciate the time, Jackie.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for choosing the Young Team in Keller Williams Greater Metropolitan. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. If you're looking to sell your home, press 1. If you are a buyer looking for more information on one of our listings, press 2. If you would like to reach Emily,
hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I've met thousands of home sellers over the years, and number one here, what happens if my home doesn't sell on time?
That sounds like
There's one agent I recommend.
It's from
Guaranteed to
Shark
sell.
Tank.
Cleveland, I would hire Ryan Young. He is so confident in his marketing that if he doesn't sell your home, he will have it what for cash. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold. Thank you for choosing the Young Team. All of our agents are currently away from their desks. Leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and we'll be sure to return your call as soon as possible.
Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm calling about 43. Could you please give me a call back? My phone number is 347. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Shonda. I'm calling about 314. Hey, what could you tell me about? I'm an investor looking to kind of flip it over there.
It is a short sale. It has not been approved as of yet. We did have it under contract, and the buyer has decided to walk. It's down to better, less cost, less time consuming, I guess, venture that's going. And it has one lien. The house is in good condition as far as the bones. There's a ton of stuff she didn't. She started renovating the kitchen and just didn't finish. Started renovating the basement and just didn't finish. But the kitchen has all gourmet style appliances and things of nature in there. She just hasn't finished anything.
Okay, why is she moving out? Is there a particular reason why? You said divorce? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because so I'm looking at it as a flip, and I see kind of interesting that all the houses in the area sold for more or less the same exact price, which is kind of odd. They're like $230 after they're fixed up. Is there a reason to that?
Why they sold for $230 after fixed up?
Yeah, I mean they all sold for almost the same exact price. Normally you might see a range from something higher and then somewhere lower, but they're all exactly $229, $232, $230, $230.
Let me see what it's listed at right now, because I didn't think it was, so it's listed for $149.9.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the ones that are fixed up. The comps for that property.
Yeah, so that area yields for $230 to $240,
Mm-hmm.
$250, depending on how well it's upgraded. Smyrna, which is very close to Middletown, and but still on this side of the bridge, which allows for more value.
Okay.
More value for your money than capital county.
Okay. And it's going to be vacant, obviously, when it's on closing?
Yes, sir. It will be.
Okay, so that's great. So how would I submit it off? I send it to your email address?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is that?
Shonda.
Okay, thank you. So I will definitely send you over that before the end of the day.
Sounds good. I'm forward to your opinion.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you for calling the Linden Bank with the Wholesale Banker. Sorry if you not right now, so please leave me a brief message and I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
It's Christine, can I help you?
Hey, Christine. I'm calling about 4628 Unruh Avenue.
Yes, 129.9.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you an agent or a buyer?
I'm a buyer
Are you looking to live there or for an investment?
for an investment. I'm actually looking at it as it more so as a flip than as a rental.
Okay, so there's already a tenant in place there on a month-to-month lease.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if it was something you wanted vacant, we could do that, with proper notice to the tenant. But right now, I believe they're paying, and I don't have it in front of me, it's either $795 or $800 a month.
Okay.
They've been there for, I think, 9 years or 10 years.
9 years paying month to month?
Yeah.
That's wow.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Why don't you do me a favor? Can you text me your email?
Okay.
And what I'll do is send you all of the information I have on it.
Okay.
And then you can let me know if you want to take a peek.
Also, do you have pictures? Oh, there's not really many pictures here. That you could send me in the email.
I have to see, they were doing some work over there. Let me see what I can find, and I'll text them to you.
Okay, so I'll send you my email right now.
All right, sounds good. And give me like an hour or so, and I'll get everything over.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Donivan speaking.
Hi, Donivan. Melinda meant to give you a call back regarding Wall Street.
Hey, Melinda, how you doing?
I'm
I'm good, and you?
Good, good. Can you give me 1 second?
Sure.
Pull it up. Hey, was that you or me?
I have no idea. All of a sudden, my phone was like vibrating, always coming through, so I was like, okay, I guess we just connected.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know exactly what happened. Yeah,
Either.
that was strange.
I didn't even know I lost you.
So I was looking at this property or the listing, right? And I'm trying to. I thought it might need some work, but it seemed like some work might have been done already. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think, like, it's been maintained is what I'd say. So, like, some people I have talked to and wanted to don't do the interior update. Like, that was necessarily needed. It depends on what you want, and what your purpose for. Some people are looking at it as, an investment opportunity, as, a rental portfolio, and others are looking at it strictly as, living in one part and then renting out the other. So it's more like an income property. So I think depending on that, like I know the seller has had no problem. Buddy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Is that a dog?
I have a dog. It is a dog.
What kind of dog is it?
The chair up is a yellow lab.
Oh,
a puppy.
I love retrievers so much. I had a golden retriever when I was younger. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a good dog, but he's a puppy. So he started to eat my place is the chair. Sorry. Anyway, so it depends on, what your needs are. I mean, if it was something for me, you probably could get a little bit more rent if you did put some money into it, but it does rent, and he has not had any problems renting it because there aren't a ton of rentals in the area. So, and the current owner has been here for, a good period of time. So, anyway, that's kind of what he's doing. That is,
So why is he selling it? If he still gets rentals.
Yeah, so he used to live on the other side of the park, so pretty close by, a couple blocks away, and I sold his home that he lived in about a year and a half ago, and he moved out of state, so he's just found that being out of state, not around the corner, it's just not easy to have an investment property.
Yeah.
So he's at this point where, he's like, I know the market's, doing well, and at this point it's not as easy for me, and my situations have changed, and he would, ideally like to just make life a bit easier, and that's why he's like, I'm going to see if I can sell it, and we'll go from there, so.
I can definitely understand that. Because I was looking at it more so as a flip, because I see this area is actually doing pretty well. It's for flips over there.
Yeah, I used to live in the area, so for sure, the sky, you're looking at it, there's so many homes that, you can see things priced all over the board.
Yeah, right.
So are you, if you're looking at it from that standpoint, you would, because it is set up as a 2-unit, it would need to be converted back. It wouldn't be a hard transition, but it definitely would need, some work to be put into it to do that, so.
Yeah.
It's certainly an option.
Yeah, that's how I was looking at it. Because I see some of them are going around like $375. That's what I'm looking at as far as the rehab figure.
That is top to bottom, very nicely done. Yeah, they certainly will. And, there's such a thing as you've gone to the park, it's certainly desired, but, it won't have the parking. There's no availability with the way the layout is in the alley to do that. A lot of the ones that are in that price range, I'll be honest with you, they're super nice. They have the parking. Not all, but it's certainly a huge amenity, to have that.
Okay.
So, I lived in the area, I lived on the park, so very familiar with, kind of the progression of the area has gone through, and the renovation, and the potential, and all those things.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking, I'm looking at it like 165 with the since there's no parking garage or there's no parking there, and if it'd be an all cash offer. Does that sound similar to something that he would do?
I highly doubt it based on the conversations I've had with him. I can certainly throw it out to him. I know it would be as it is if he did it, but the conversations I've had, we would definitely be way too far apart. I know he bought it for more than that.
appreciate that. And if he, whatever he says, can you at least give me like an idea of what number he says he works with? Because like I said, for me, it's more of a numbers thing. 165 works. So depending on how I can kind of strategize around why he, you know, what his situation is, then maybe I can bring the number up a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. I will relate it down. I do believe he needs to over 200,000 on the last week, so to not bring money to the table. And I know the last he said to me was that if he couldn't, he would have continued to rent it. You know, not what he wants, but he's just not in a position for his, you know, what his needs are to bring money to the table and
Okay, I mean, yeah, I get that. Every deal doesn't work, you know, for everybody. I understand that. Do you have anything else where an investor is trying to, like, well, not an investor, because I feel like an investor buying from an investor isn't always the best deals. It's usually somebody that's selling that wants to get rid of it. That's usually the better deals.
Right.
Yeah, do you have anything like that?
There's another one in a property in an area. It needs total renovation. And I have to think back. It's not an active listing. It's something I can go get to the owner, more like the original owner that wanted to sell the house. I think she'd be more in that range. I believe it would be an addition, but it would also be like a parking on this one.
Okay, see, I like that deal.
And see, but what I don't know is if they have anywhere to go, you know?
Yeah.
Besides that, there isn't anything specifically that would be good for a full, you know, not even full, but a renovation that I know is currently ready to go, but I can certainly look for you. Talk with people or know that's coming up in, you know, my own kind of, you know, circle of business.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that this doesn't exist out there. So, I certainly can look out at the inventory and, you know, get back in touch with you and let you know what I see that would fit that kind of scenario.
Okay, that works perfectly for me. I'm really interested in the one that, you know, you're talking about right now. If they're trying to move out and it's around that price range.
Yeah, I wish I could make it work. I think our numbers are just going to be too tough.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest. So, but in either case, I certainly will at least relay and let them know. And then what I can do is, I'm trying to take today off. I didn't work yesterday, so I will be honest with you, I'm not going to be able to get back to you today, but I can certainly, I'll relay to the seller today. But then as far as other, you know, properties that I see out there, I can give you a buzz back tomorrow if that works for you. And let you know what, you know, what's in the area and what I recommend. So.
Okay. Thank you, Melinda.
Well, it's Donivan?
Yes, Donivan.
Okay, great. I appreciate reaching out there. Are you in the local area to see things?
I'm not, but I do have some people that could come look at it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I go to these times and stuff too, so I've done that.
Yeah.
First time people on the street. So, yeah, that's usually always if you were there to work. Okay, well, I will, you know, give you a buzz back, like I said, tomorrow. I do have a settlement in the morning, or certainly mid-afternoon, but as soon as I can, I will, you know, get that on my list and be back in touch.
Okay, so I'll be looking out for that call. Or text, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, I'll probably call you.
Okay. I prefer that.
This is my cell phone. If you want, I can also email it to you and I'll follow up with a phone call. If you are interested in that, send me your email and I will send it the easiest way. It's not easy to send properties via text. So,
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
So if you want to give me that, I'm happy to email it to you and then also, you know, I can follow up with a phone call.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
Alright, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Here?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah. You too.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Hello, Michelle speaking.
Hi, Michelle. Are you the listing agent for 15?
I am.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I wanted to know what you could tell me about the property.
There must be 99.9. It's 4 bedrooms. There's a bathroom on the second floor and a bathroom in the basement. It's kind of like the bathroom and the basement is kind of separated. It has a 2-car garage,
Okay.
big front porch. There's hardwood floor under the carpeting,
Okay.
and woodwork. It has through the living room and the front door. There's actually a separate little foyer That woodwork is all untouched, so it's natural. Hasn't been painted over. The roof is newer, windows are original. It has furnace and air. Kitchen has an extra little porch in the back of it. Big dining room. It was built in the 20s.
Okay. Are there any foundation issues with the home?
Not that I know of, and not that the sellers have disclosed.
Okay, no problem. And I was thinking that once this, because I was looking at this as a fix and flip property, and I was thinking that like with renovations, it would probably go for about $150,000. Does that sound about right to you?
If you do good renovation, that would be supported in this neighborhood.
Okay. So that sounds about on target. Okay. I think I have one more question for you.
The street is nice because it was a dead-end street, but 26, 27 years ago, they made it go straight through. So the houses next to this house are all about 27 years old.
Oh, wow.
And those are going anywhere from 160 to 210.
Oh, okay. And do you know why the seller is selling?
It's an estate. It was her mother's home, and mother passed. It's not really an estate because it's been in her name, but everybody has passed.
Oh, okay. So they no longer want to take care of the house.
Well, they don't need it. They have their own house.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'd like to put in an offer for this property. Can I please get your email?
And
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So I'll be sending you an email by the end of the day with my offer.
okay, great. What was your name?
My name is Melissa.
Okay, Melissa. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes?
Hey, are you the listing agent for 1913?
1913.
13? Mm-hmm.
What's the street name?
West?
No, it's not me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, they have your number here.
Yeah, 1913.
Yeah, it's like a complete shell. It's a blue front of the building. You can't go inside. It's listed for $150.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as an investment, as a fix and flip. So, what can you tell me about it? It's just completely what? Is it a fire? Or?
Well, it's just a shell, and then you have to completely do everything. Yeah.
Okay. Have you worked with investors before?
Sorry?
Have you worked with investors before?
I don't think so. The seller bought it as a shell, and then they did not do anything with that. So right now it's still a shell, and it's you have to. I believe that you still have to do with the plumbing, everything. You have to do it. If you want to remodel it.
How long ago did they buy it?
You can expect the record. Let me check right here. I think they bought it a few years ago.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at, if I'm going to do a full renovation, I think 150 is really high. Because in the area, I'm only getting 190 for houses that are renovated.
So I mean, I understand that you want to negotiate with them. That's the price that the seller wants to.
Okay. Because I'm looking at about 55,000 for this property to be sold.
I doubt that will be done.
Okay, what do you think they're coming around at? Because we both know 150 is too high.
I know that it has to be over 100.
Over $100. It needs about $70,000 worth of work, probably more than that.
I mean, you do, I mean, of course, between us, yeah, we understand, but like that's between the seller.
Yeah.
So that's right.
Okay, well, is it possible you can just submit that to them or give them a verbal offer and just see if they say yes or no, then you just kind of either call me back or text me and let me know?
Sure. You need 55,000, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will tell them, but yeah. And if they say yes or no, we'll still text you back.
Yeah, because I'm actually curious if you have any other listings like this, because I'm trying to invest in this area. I wanted to know if I can find some more properties that need some work.
Okay, so we'll tell them then.
Okay, do you have any more properties like that need some work? That you're listing?
Yes.
Oh, you
We
do?
have one, yes, nearby the area too.
Okay, what is that address?
Okay, I can text you though.
Oh, that's perfect. You can text that to me.
Say, what's your name again?
My name is Donivan.
Donovan.
Yeah, can you say your name? I don't want to mispronounce it.
Just call me Tara.
Tara? Okay, I can do that.
Alright.
Alright.
So I let you, we'll text you some address, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll text you my email too as well.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donovan.
Hello?
Hi, it's Jerry Norton with the Young Team. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. How can I help you? I noticed that you called in on West 50th Street.
Yes, I was looking to speak to Ryan Young because he was the listing agent for that one.
Okay, so are you an agent or?
I'm an investor. I'm looking to invest in that one.
Oh, you're looking to invest. Okay, so Josh is actually the lister, but he only works with the listings, and I work with buyers. So how can I help you?
Well, I wanted to know. Sorry, give me 1 second. I would like to pull up the property real quick.
Okay, and let me get a different pen because this stopped working, and then for some reason, and then I can get the questions to Josh. And give me 1 minute. So you want it as an investment project?
Yes.
Okay. And are you going to be paying cash?
Yes, I'd like to pay cash.
Okay, because I'll wait in a second about now. Let me just get out. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Yeah, hold on. If you have a pen around here. Oh, here. Okay. Hold on, sorry about this. Working from home.
No problem. I totally understand.
Okay. Why you see Ryan on it? We run all our business through Ryan. But Ryan actually, he has a company and they buy houses, and this is one of the houses that we bought. So he is an owner of this particular house.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to disclose that. Sure. Owner is licensed agent in the state of Ohio. Okay, but that's not Josh, it's Ryan, that's the owner. Okay, how can I help you?
Oh, why is Ryan selling the house?
Oh, no, he has a company.
Oh, okay. So the company owns the property.
Yeah, so what they do is it's called Flash House, and they buy houses. It's a second company. And they buy houses, and then they turn around and they either fix them up, they sell them, they rent them, it all depends on the particular house. So this is one of the ones that is owned by his company called Flash House.
Oh,
How can I help you? And I have to find out if it's still available, but I'll do that after I figure out what are your questions.
Oh, yeah. So I actually wanted to know why the seller was selling the house.
That's fine because they buy houses. That's what they do.
No, it's the seller.
So.
No, I was wondering. I mean, the original owners. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know why the original owner. Maybe I don't know. It's for different. People sell houses for different reasons. So, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was curious because I wanted to know, like, you know, maybe if they had owned it themselves or lived there themselves, if it was like tenant occupied. So I was just kind of curious.
I can try to find out some of that when he bought it. I don't know if Josh will know that, but I can find out maybe. Well, let's see here. Give me one sec. So the owner has owned it
You're doing the thing.
from
You're doing the thing.
2010. This particular owner. She's owned it since 2010. I don't know if she lived there
Okay.
or what. Okay, so I can see if I can find out.
Okay. And are there any foundation issues with the house? I see that there's kind of like a lot of cracks in, I think, the backyard area and whatnot.
Okay, hold on one second. Because I might have, give me a minute. Okay, so let's see this. So previous RPG, I wonder if this is when okay, so when Elizabeth owned it, let me just see. She bought it in 2010. I wanted to see if she said anything on her disclosures. We have a lot of, they did a whole home inspection first.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm happy to send that to you, but I can also find out if the house is still available. But there's a whole home inspection that they did first.
Okay. Yeah, it would be
Before
great.
they put it-
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, before they put it on the market, like when they buy it, they do a home inspection. So I already have it on here, and I'm happy to just get back to it. Home inspection part. Let me see. Just give me 1 second here.
No
Let
problem.
me get to the part one. You asked about the foundation, right?
Yes.
Moisture present, moisture evidence of past moisture present, evidence of past water intrusion, guards not present on stairs, stairs run tread and nosing design deficiencies. It doesn't, I mean, that's just on the summary. You could read, you know, the whole thing if you wanted, if you would like to read this, but I can send it to you.
Yeah, that would be great if you could send it to me.
Okay, what's your email?
It's BU.
Okay, and do you have other investments, or would this be the first one?
This would be my first one.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. And this is priced at what, $89.9? So is that the price range you're looking to buy your first investment in?
Well, because this needs a bit of work, I was more so thinking about the price range of probably around 40.
Okay, let me find out about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I can send this all over to you?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. Hello?
Hi, Jerry. Before I send you all the stuff, I just talked to Josh, and they turned down much higher offers already, so he said that's not going to work.
Okay, are there any other properties that you have that would be other fix and flip properties?
I can find out. Do you live in the area, or are you an out-of-town investor?
I'm out of state, but I can send someone to check out the house.
Okay, and that's about your price range?
My price range is anywhere between preferably 100,000 to 400,000.
Okay, so, and with the 100,000 to 400,000, what type of property are you looking for?
I'm looking just for distressed properties. Single family distressed.
Okay. And you would pay up to 400,000 per property?
Yes.
And you live out of state, but you have somebody that can look at it. Any other, features you want just distressed, or do you have bedroom, bathroom? How
much fixing up they need? What are you kind of looking for?
I'm thinking pretty much. I'd prefer two bathrooms and 3 or 4 bedrooms for the property.
Okay.
And I think that's really my main concern. I can do, heavy renovations or light renovations. Those are fine.
Okay. And then you're somebody that you then can look at it.
Yes.
And single family, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I want to see, and how about area?
The area doesn't really concern me.
Okay. I mean, so the Shaker or Lakewood or, and just none of that matters to you?
No, that's-
West?
Yeah, that's all fine.
Okay. And then when would you like to buy this property?
Preferably as soon as possible.
Okay. Let me see what else we have that maybe isn't even on the market yet.
Oh, that would be great.
That could work for you?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Hello?
Hi, I forgot to ask you one question. Once you obtain the property and you fix it up, are you looking to flip it or are you looking to rent it?
I'm looking to flip it.
Wow, okay. And you have contractors here that can do it?
Yes.
Okay, alright, that's what I wanted to know. Just I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a rental amount you wanted, but you're looking to flip it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Terry. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, is this Tamila?
this is she.
Hi, I was calling about 5724 2nd Street.
Yes, ma'am.
What can you tell me about that property?
It's listed for sale at 165. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a large corner lot that's level.
Okay.
Are you an agent?
No, I'm an investor.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other questions do you have?
I wanted to know if there's anything that I should know about the property, like the roof, or like if the foundation is good.
Well, we don't know the age of the roof. My seller is a widow, and her husband kept all the information because the property was being used as a rental property, and the tenants are still in place. Not 100% sure of the age of the roof. Waiting on my seller to find out through her documents when the roof was last replaced. So can't confirm anything about that just yet. And as far as the foundation goes, not 100% sure if there's anything wrong with the foundation. I am having someone take a look at it, but that appointment is not until the first week of next month. So.
Okay. And the tenants, they're on a month-to-month lease?
They are.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, I'm thinking about using this as a fix and flip property. I'd like to, update the bathrooms and the kitchen. So, I'd like that too.
Yeah, there is no lease in place, simply because we wanted the new buyers to have the flexibility to either write a new lease for a tenant or make other provisions, whichever way they wanted to go. So there is no lease in place. They're month to month.
Okay, no problem. And I wanted to ask as well. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh yeah, so I was thinking that this property would probably sell for about 180 after being repaired. Does that sound about right to you?
I'm not sure because I usually don't give price estimates on anything that I can't see, and I have say, hey, it will go for this amount or that amount without knowing what's done to it.
Okay. Because in
You
the
see what I'm saying?
yeah, I totally understand. Because in the area, I've seen that the highest that I've really seen is like around 180 for the property. So I was gonna find another property.
That would be true. In that area, the high point would be 180, but of course that's depending upon what you do to it. So.
Okay, yeah, I totally understand that. So I'd like to submit an offer for the property. Would you be able to give me an email so I can send that to you?
Yeah, my email address is the number 1.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And I also wanted to know, do you have any other properties that you're listing that would be good fix-and-flip properties?
On that, I would have to say stay tuned. I do have a few other properties that will be coming to market in the next month or so. But not complete. My seller's not completely ready to release them. So.
Okay. And would you be interested in representing me for this property? I don't have a agent right now.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, that would be great.
You're welcome.
All right, so I'll be sending you an email by the end of the day with my offer.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, press 1 to be connected to this premier agent.
Hi, you've reached Tamara. Please leave your name and number in a brief message, and I'll contact you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hi, this is Nancy for the Repo with Remax Traditions. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you shortly. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yeah.
Hey, I got your number from a listing, 1333 North 29th Street.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, it doesn't have your name. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Sam.
It's Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at purchasing this property as an investment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of confused by the description. Is it, what's the asking price for it?
290.
Okay, but the description says that it's 170.
No, it was different. It's not that price.
Okay, does it still need a full rehab?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm confused on the asking price, because if it's 290, but it needs a full rehab, that would be about $350,000 or close to $400,000 for the price. Does that make sense?
Rehab, you need like maybe 150.
150 for rehab or for the buy price?
No, the rehab.
You think the rehab will be 150,000?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're selling the property for 290,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's over $500,000. Close to $500,000 for the property, but they're not selling for that much in the area.
Can I put it back?
No problem. That's fine.
Alright, thank you.
Okay.
To an automated voice messaging system. 2, 6.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hi, this is Tamara from Donivan.
Speaking. How you doing, Tamara?
Yeah, how are you? Alrighty. Donivan, we don't have any pictures.
No pictures. Have you been inside the property?
Yes, I'm selling the property. Yep. I've been inside. It needs to be rehabbed. I'm the agent him listing the property.
Yes, I'm kind of surprised you guys don't have any pictures at all. Is it really bad?
I mean, it is what that depends on who it is that's looking. We didn't have pictures just because at the moment, the owner wasn't all that interested in getting them done or paying to get them done. So if you'd like to see it, if you're in the area, we can see it today.
I'm not in the area, so I would have had somebody come look at it. So that was my plan. What work do you think needs done with it?
That I would not know. It needs to be rehabbed. That I know for sure. I am the agent. I'm not a contractor at all.
Yeah, I understand that. I just assume maybe you might have talked to the seller. They might have said, okay, this is, needs to be done, or that needs to be done.
It was an older lady, and in the area where there are a lot of elderly folks, they know that stuff needs to be done. They wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what. She was an elderly woman, and she is actually now moving to a nursing home, and her daughter's putting on the market.
Okay, because I'm looking at it as a fix and flip, so that's why I was trying to understand what might be done. And because I'm not actually there, once we have an agreed upon contract, I would have somebody from my team go and look at it, have some contractors get bids on it. But it's hard for me to kind of make an offer as far as without having any idea. I'm not. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to see it, and we only see properties that we have a contract for. So we don't want to waste time going to see property that we don't have a contract for if we don't know, what's going to happen with it as far as what needs to be done. Does that make sense?
Okay. Actually, I have not heard it done that way. No.
Okay.
I've had people bid on it. I had people make offers on the property sight unseen, and then because this is not this is an as-is property, so if you're making a contract on the property, then regardless of what the inspection says, the contract will still stand. So most folks send their people ahead, or they may kind of come down with that. Maybe two people from New York and a few others come through.
Yeah, my offer would be a sight unseen offer, but normally sight unseen might have some idea of what is actually going on. Like, if I had to just guess from it being a full total rehab, everything needs to be redone, 100% stuff, then I'm looking at probably about $75,000 of work, and that's just ballpark figuring it.
I mean, the floors are intact, the walls are intact. I do not know about the lights are on. I don't know what's going on with plumbing, or as far as I can tell, it has good bones. That I can tell you.
Okay.
Now, rehab, as far as she's been living there since, I guess Jesus was a child. She has been doing anything with it.
Okay.
So it's just an old lady's house. She was a lot older. Folks weren't really coming in to help her manage anything. They did have a bathroom put in downstairs, but it's a little odd placement. But because she couldn't get up and down steps, but other than that, yeah, your contractor or somebody who's going to do the work will have to come through and let you know.
Okay, well, I'm looking at the resale value of $236, and with the number we just talked about, can you submit an offer for $86,000 to her?
She is not going to take anything probably less than 90 or 95. That was definitely something that we've come across before, and that for the most part, I'm certain of that. I wouldn't even want you to waste your time to make the offer.
Okay.
Yeah, she's definitely looking for at least 90.
Okay, I mean, we can do something creative. So you can submit an offer for me at 90. Would you be able to represent me for it and just submit it as my agent?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tell her 90. Do you want me to send you an actual written contract, or do you want to give a verbal contract to her first?
If you send it over, if I'm going to represent you, then I would have some documents I would need to send you.
Okay.
And then I can put in the offer, and for 90, I'm sure she'll take it.
Okay.
And then we go from there. Now, my issue is that once you guys see it, in the event that it is, once the contract is made, though, it will be made.
Right.
So, as representing you, I'm letting you know.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand that. So what's your email, Tamara?
It's the letter T.
And are there any mortgages on it or anything like that?
No, she doesn't own anything.
Okay.
As far as I know, there are no liens on the property either.
Okay. That's good to know. Alright, so I'm going to send that over to you. Within the next probably maybe 2 hours or so, I'll send that to you.
Okay.
Tamara, do you have any other properties like this that are similar that need some work?
At the moment, I don't. But if you need a list of other ones, I can certainly send them to you.
Oh, that would be perfect. So yeah, if you can send me that list, I'll text you my email right now. Actually, I don't have your actual number because it came up as no caller ID, and the number that I had earlier, I don't know if that was your number or like Zillow number.
Let me see. Well, my phone number is 48. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna text you my email so you can send me the list that you have of the other properties similar to this one.
Sure. Yep, no problem.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I'll wait for your stuff, and I'll call her and let her know.
All right. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
You reached Maurice. Unfortunately, I can't answer your call right now.
If you have any further questions, please leave a message and someone will respond as soon as possible.
Good evening, Mark. Dr. Speaking about
Good evening, Mark. I'm looking at 2025 Stanton Avenue, one of your listings.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. I'm looking at it as an investment. What could you tell me about it?
Well, as an investor, I think the bones of property are very good. I think the hardwood floors could be maintained. I think the heating system and the electrical system and the hot water heater are in very good condition. I think I would take out the walls of the kitchen between the kitchen and the dining room and make it all one. But I would not do the same thing with the arch in the going from the dining area into the living room area. You do have a yard and you have off-street parking because you have. So I think it's purchased at the price that we have it, and then you would put in. I would add a powder room in the first floor.
Okay.
Because although it says 1.5 baths, I think you're going to have to add to get the most and highest best value. I think you're going to have to add another bathroom, and I would add that bathroom right there, so the person wouldn't have to go upstairs. The bedrooms upstairs are large because it's a corner property. You have light, and they're very well lit, so it gives you a lot. It gives you a bigger window of house than most in the area, and that's why I think when it's all done, you're probably at 220. You could probably sell it for 220, 210, 220. So that's what I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
Well, I mean that was
listing guy.
yeah, that was actually really good. My numbers are really close to yours. I have it reselling at about 212, and so it's pretty close. I'm looking at probably putting about maybe 65, 70 into it.
Well, here's where are you doing anything in the basement? What are you doing in the basement? Are you going to make the basement another living area? Are you going to make it somewhat livable? Like, do the floor, do the walls, tear the walls over?
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
basic.
I would think on the additional expense. Now, this is me.
Okay.
For that neighborhood, because I don't think you're going to get over the 220 mark. But because of the house is on Stanton Avenue, so it's not that far from Stanton and Ogan. So you can walk to the train. It has a lot of advantages. And you have a front yard and a backyard to it. The other thing that I would consider doing this, and just as a small consideration, is maybe adding a little bit of a bigger deck on the back, because it's set up. It already has a small mini one. But if you added a little deck so somebody can sit there and have a cup of coffee, or do a little barbecue, just a small, not a big, probably 8 by 12, 8 by 15 deck on the back, something like that.
Okay. How long you been doing real estate for?
About 25 years.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause most agents that I talk to, they don't really have perspective on what a property would be after stuff is put into it. A lot of people just go, I don't really know.
I always look at it, I want to look at it from, that's why I had to, when I got the listing, I called the seller, and I said, the reason it hasn't sold is it's priced too high.
Oh, yeah.
After that,
Right.
it's priced too high. It was at 145,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
pretty much it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, and the numbers you're giving me, I'm thinking we're on the same page, and the prices that somebody else offered, I don't know if they were an investor or maybe they were trying to buy it for themselves and they want to live in it and fix it up. Because I'm looking at, okay, because yeah, if it's selling for around 212 or 210, and that's mid to high end, because you said it's not really gonna go over 220. I'm looking at around 90 for my purchase price.
They're not gonna take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. That's why I was kind of confused about the 115 number with the amount of work that might possibly be needed.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're not, and the reason they're not, they feel that on the other hand, if someone were to buy the property and just wanted to live in it, they would, you could just take, instead of blowing out that kitchen door, like let's take it another way. In case, let's say you didn't open up the kitchen door, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just added kitchen appliances, the new cabinets in there, because it's set up, it's a big enough house that you could have a little kitchenette in the kitchen, and then you walk through a door, and you're in a formal dining room. Now, if you did that, you save that money of blowing out that wall and all that good stuff. And then if you didn't add that powder room, the extra powder room, now I think the powder room is important rather than the kitchen wall. I think if you prioritize stuff, it would be put the powder room in and stay away from the kitchen, the blowing out the kitchen wall. But so, have you seen it? Have you been in it live?
No, I haven't. I'm actually out of state, so I would have had somebody from my team go and look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know. I mean, if I could be of help, let me know. And if your team member wants to meet you there, I'll meet with you.
Okay. I mean, like I said, for me, it's my price have to be 90, so 115 is way too high for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, Mark, do you have anything else that you're listing right now that might be good for an investor?
I have another property that was on the market. It could be a triplex. Triplex. Go on. It's not listed right now.
Okay.
540. I'll give you the address.
Okay.
Right. And that's a huge house. This is a 6-bedroom house.
Okay.
And it's the number on that is 150. But it could be a triplex.
Why come off the market?
Yeah, the sellers were caught up in a number, and we got it under contract like 3 times, and it was because of it just fell out.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I think he's asking 150. I don't have this listing anymore.
Yeah.
And he's asking something that I thought it was 130 at tops.
Wow, and he wanted 150.
I'm really realistic. I try to do the best on both sides, get my time, get deals done. So stay in touch. If I can help you, send me your information, and I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. I always appreciate a pragmatic person. A lot of people get really emotional when you give them a number, and they lose their mind. So.
No.
All right, thanks, Mark. I'm definitely gonna send you my number.
Text me your name and text me what your budget is. And
baby, not I. Top tier, top floor, top shotter. You are not top 5. To be completely 100, these people can't keep me from coming. I'm moving now. What you doing tomorrow? If you wanna do it, I say you get to it now. I see the view from the top of the podium, out of your sodium wingspan. I am the they itching to see when you sitting with me. You a wingman.